Well guys, today officially marks day 5 of our 8-day road trip to Tennessee. We got into camp pretty late last night, but we finally made it. We got us a few hours of sleep. It's about 7 in the morning, and this is what we woke up to. The water does look extremely shallow, but that doesn't mean that there's not any fish. Looks like there's some pools, for example, like right here, where it gets kind of deep. I don't know, there could be something. I think I might end up picking up the micro combo and doing just a little bit of fishing, but I don't know. We also got to go to our next spot. We're probably going to end up putting up camp, and then we'll have some coffee or something like that just to warm us up. Then we'll get headed back out on the road for day 5 of our 8-day road trip. Although we're basically in the spot we're trying to be. This is the Great Smoky Mountains, and this is one of the campgrounds in the Great Smoky Mountains. Quick fun fact about this little river here that runs, it's actually one of the cleanest rivers in the entirety of Tennessee, and they're still finding new species of fish in this river. For example, the recent one that they've found, they actually named after the river and how clean it is. So if that tells you anything, that is pretty cool. It also has darterfish, which they're able to repopulate due to how clean the water is. So one of the only few rivers that does have them, I believe, here. I kind of hate that we got here so late, because all we're going to have is the morning, and then we got to get on out of here. But at least we know that this place is here, that we can come back and enjoy it again in the future. All right guys, I think we're gonna make some coffee to warm up. Arkansas spring water in the middle of Tennessee. All right, we got our HempWorks coffee in there. Shout out to PBL. And then we got some creamer. All right, well, I was just looking down using my superpowers, and someone did go fishing. It looks like a worm fly, where you tie it like it's supposed to be like a fake worm. Okay, so maybe there is fish here. I'm definitely gonna give it a go regardless. All right.
Oh!
Water is basically boiling, so I think we're gonna go ahead and make our coffee. It's just instant, so it doesn't need to necessarily be like boiling over, but yeah. I'm gonna let Emily do the mixology just because she actually does this for work. Let us just admire her hard work. Notice as she gave herself more than me. Whoa, this is like caramel latte. Mine is like
vanilla.
Yeah, sugar water.
Sugar water.
Alright, yeah. We're gonna enjoy some coffee and breakfast here in a minute, and then I'll probably tie up that little fly I just found on the floor and try and do some fishing. Alright guys, well, we're chilling inside the car because it's like 42 degrees outside, so it's like way warmer inside the Jeep. But anyways, we're gonna make some pita sandwiches for breakfast, enjoy our coffees, and then I'll check in with you guys once we hit the road for stop number 5. Alright, breakfast was amazing. Now I just gotta do a little bit of cleanup, and then I'll be ready to do some fishing. Alright guys, well, we kind of got camp picked up a little bit, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of fishing. I'm gonna grab my finesse combo. This is pretty much the setup here. Kind of tempted to throw some brand new line on this reel, just because this one's looking a bit crusty, or at least remove enough to where we get to some clean line. There we go. Make sure we don't litter any of this line. I'm gonna throw all this away. Don't leave your dead line at a campsite, guys. That's the worst thing you could do to the next person. All right, let's rig up this little worm fly that we found here on the floor. All right, and that pretty much does it. I don't know how well this is gonna cast. I've honestly never thrown anything like this before, but hopefully it works. This is a good spot right here. There might be something in this deeper pocket right here. Okay, now that I've made a few casts and the bait's kind of cleaned up, it looks nice, honestly. I really could see that working. I just don't have a fly rod with me. can try and move towards deeper water, but I doubt I'll find anything. Dude, I don't see any fish. At least right now, I don't even see any. The water is extremely, it's crystal clear. I can see the bottom. I'd be able to see fish moving around. I don't see anything. But it was cool that I at least gave it a shot, and I found this little fly worm lure, so maybe I catch a fish on it somewhere else, if not here. I'm gonna get back to camp, see if Nemi needs our help setting anything up, and then we'll hit the road for spot number 5. This is pretty cool. This is like the Elkmont concession stand or little store.
This is everything they have.
They got like Coleman propane stuff, matches, kitchen stuff, sauces, syrups, medicines, batteries, books. They even have some really cool pieces of clothing here. And then they got vending machines if you need fresh snacks, a drink, energy drink, and then ice, of course. I think we're gonna get some ice cream and some ice, and we're gonna hit the road, guys.
I do the chocolate eclair bar.
Let me get the bomb pop, please. This looks fire. For breakfast, though?
For breakfast.
Or wild enough?
You're a kid, aren't you?
Yeah, kid.
Yeah.
At heart. Always. Thank you so much.
Oh, very nice.
Alright, well, it's been real Elkmont. It's time to hit the road, though. Alright, well, this is what we missed on our way in because it was too dark to see, but we're pretty much driving down a mountain now with a river next to us. Just pretty cool. Hey guys, well, we just drove up another mountain and we're about to go to a place called Cades Cove. Alright, we're gonna check the information desk, but there it is right there. Cades Cove Scenic Loop, closed at dusk. It's an 11-mile loop where you pretty much just go through, see a bunch of wildlife and all sorts of cool different stuff, and just get to check out the nature and the scenery. So here's some of the fruit that you can see growing. Persimmons, dogwood, milkweed, white oak, devil's walking stick. That looks cool. All right, everybody, I got the GoPro mounted to the dash, so I'm just gonna keep it rolling through. If we see anything, I'll take it down and record it, or I'll just use my phone to record and zoom in. But hopefully we come across some bear and elk. That'd be insane, or maybe even one of those red-tailed hawks. I don't really know what we're gonna come across. I've never been here before, but holy cow, the view is insane, guys. Haven't seen any wildlife yet. Unfortunately, we got stuck behind a massive line of cars, which makes me feel like whatever animal's at the front of the line is gonna get freaked out once it sees like 13 cars we're moving through like it's a caravan. So yeah. All right, well, we saw one deer, but Bentley went ballistic and it kind of just stared at him like he was crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much it so far. I haven't seen any bears or elk, but I guess that was pretty cool. Well, we finished through Cades Cove. Honest opinion, maybe it's not the best place to come. At least at the time that we went, it's way too busy and we got stuck behind people pretty much chain smoking cigarettes. That made the whole ride stink. I couldn't get a breath of fresh air even though I'm in nature. So anyways, maybe come early in the morning before everybody gets here, or during an off-season period when it's not like peak hours, because all we saw was a deer and a squirrel and a bee's nest. Oh, and some people riding on horses, but no bear, no elk, no wild turkeys. It was pretty weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a long line of people wasting gas. But we did kill enough time to where we can go check into our cabin. So I think we're gonna go pick up some lunch and go check out the spot. Well, we stopped on the side of the road just to take a quick break and stretch our legs. And I think we came across one of the best sections of this place. Holy cow. I might have to go get the fishing rod. Are you kidding me? Dude, if there's gonna be a fish anywhere, it's gonna be here. This is the deepest pocket. It's got a nice bend, a spot where they can ambush. Holy cow, that nook over there. Bro, what in the world? Is this not the cleanest looking place ever? Look at that cove, that's so juicy, dude. Oh my gosh, now there's gotta be fish here. I wonder how far I can skip this rock. 2. I can do better. Hold on. Oh, this is a good guy. Just 2. Oh golly, that water is cold. Let me tell you something. Let's try this last stone. 2, 3, 4. Oh, we hit the freaking wall. All right, I'll take it. It's kind of difficult to get a skip in here. Plus, I kind of saw a sign that said don't throw rocks or something like that. Don't move the rocks. I don't know. I'm not trying to move the rocks. I just want to skip a couple stones. You know what I mean? Like, that is a cool looking stone. All right, guys, I'm gonna go see if I can grab the finesse rod and do a bit of fishing. Since I'm in the area, I feel like I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't. So yeah, let's make it happen. Oops, somebody left us a little poop bag. Plain white. Never a bad option. Rainbow, mini rainbow, this is like my classic go-to. I might just tie him on just because. All right, I'm gonna get this guy tied on and I'll check in with y'all once we get down to the water. We made it down here. We're doing some fishing. Just making pocket casts. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't see any fish yet. But you wanna know what I do see already, guys? I'll give you a hint. It's something that we always find in our fishing videos. Yup, you guessed it, a fishing lure. I'm not sure if y'all can see it, but there's a very small orange little inline spinner stuck under that rock right there, and I think I'm gonna try my best to retrieve it. All right, well, this is what once was an inline spinner. Seems to have completely broken off of the hooks and everything. All that's left is the weight itself. But what's really cool is this color here is actually fire tiger, and I have that color. And the thing I was looking at was a lot of the species of fish in here like to eat this color. I'm not sure what it is, but I think that's crazy that I was literally doing research on this place before I showed up. Was recommended this bait through all my research, a fire tiger inline spinner, and that's what they ended up eating. Or at least that's what I see people throwing. I don't know if this is what they're eating, but hey, if a local or someone else is throwing this, then this must be what they're eating. I might try and switch up, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't see too many fish here. The only thing that I've found is this lure. But I'll make a few more casts, if nothing else, and then I'll dip out of the spot and on to the next. At least I got the right idea throwing an inline spinner, or at least I think I do. I don't know, I can't go off too much. I don't want to build any preconceived notions, but it's always a positive sign when you see a lure that you're throwing on the ground at the spot that you're at. That's got to count for something, am I right, guys? All right, guys, well, that about does it for us. I can't spend too much time at this spot, mainly because A, I don't see any fish, B, I'm not catching any fish, and C, we got to get to camp spot number 5 for our 8-day road trip. All right, well, we officially made it into Gatlinburg. We're about to just drive around downtown, look at some of the buildings and stuff till we make it to our cabin. But this is a pretty cool town. It seems like there's some history here. It's like an Airbnb. Oh yeah, it's like a bunch of them. It's like a bunch of Airbnbs and houses all up on this mountain. It's pretty cool, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And the buildings look really cool too. Kind of reminds me almost of like a more open Eureka Springs. Something pretty cool that you'll see inside of Gatlinburg is that they have this trolley system that takes you all the way up the mountain over there. So if that's something you're interested in, you can pretty much view the entire place just in one ride. Honestly, it is really cool. I would like to do it in the future, but at the time right now, we just don't have the opportunity. So I'm gonna have to come back and experience this at a different date. If you're not interested in taking the trolley, then they have something called the Space Needle, where you pretty much pay, I think, like $5 for a ticket per person, go up those massive long staircases, and then all the way up at the top, you have a view of the entire town of Gatlinburg, as well as the mountains and probably the trolley system. So yeah, that's a pretty cool idea as well. If we had the time for it, I would probably do that. But if you're asking me between the Space Needle or the trolley, I'm definitely going with the trolley. But if you could do them both, you'd probably get some really cool shots and footage, as well as it definitely would be something to remember. Alrighty, well, we're pulling into Arrow Creek Campground. It's right here on our left. We're right here. Alright guys, we made it here to the cabin. Let's give you guys a full walkthrough of the place. We're actually going to be seeing this in real time together, because all we did was come through and bring some stuff, but I guess we'll just start from right and move to the left. So first, right here, you just got kind of like a nightstand little work area. If you had something small, if you want to charge your phone. Then we have a futon, full couch right here. That's pretty cool. So This room actually sleeps like 4 people. But that is pretty cool that you get a full futon slash couch right there. You can just sit down, relax, do your thing. In this corner, we got a space heater, some drawers for any clothes that you might have, big old TV to watch whatever you want, mirror if you just need to check out your full outfit, which I'll probably be doing that before we go to our big stop. Then inside of here, this is the bathroom and shower. Got a full-size shower. Definitely enough space for 2. Kind of a small sink, but it really has everything you need, and it's enough space to handle business, so that's all that matters. Plus, it's really clean, so that's the main concern. It's small, you're working in a small space, so for them to have every single accommodation in here is actually quite nice. They've got hangers for all your stuff right here. And here, it's gonna be towels, hand towels, all that good stuff. Control panel in case you wanna just shut down the whole tri-state area. Toiletries, accessories, hair dryer. And then moving into this part of the cabin, this is the whole kitchenette dining area where you pretty much could prepare food, clean your dishes, put waters or whatever you need to in your fridge, make anything in the microwave. Like we'll probably do some popcorn tonight and watch a movie. They've also got a Keurig machine with some little Keurigs in there. Oh, they got a hot cocoa mix Keurig. That's crazy. I was just telling Emily while we were making coffee earlier that, hey, do we have any hot cocoa? I kind of want some hot. Anyways, they got it right there. So that's pretty cool. Top little cupboard. They got some extra cups and plates just in case you need them. Then again, mini fridge, like I said, you put your drinks, waters, whatever you got, and microwave. Nothing crazy to it. I love the decor in here. It's pretty cool. It's just like all old school. Nice little tin design stuff. Just like wood and tin metal. Very cool looking stuff. It's also like, you know, nothing too expensive. Obviously, we were just at the Bass Pro Pyramid experiencing some super elevated stuff, as opposed to this is like more brought down to earth, but still definitely up my alley. They've got this little prep table, a nightstand, and then this is the bed right here. It is a queen. Up there we got a painting of a bear, bars, and then up here we got an AC unit just in case it gets too hot. So it's still kind of following along the theme of like log cabin-y, lake house vibes, but yeah, I love this place, man. Already I can tell you, it smells great, it's clean, it looks nice, and obviously it's nothing too fancy, but it's gonna get the job done just right for us. On this side, right as you enter, they've got this little space heater and then a little coat rack for anything that you might have. And then you've got a one little window for viewing here, which you can see that the vehicle is parked right in front of the cabin. I guess I'll go ahead and show you guys the front of the place as well. So stepping outside immediately, you're just gonna have a front little cozy porch right here that you could sit on and rock back and forth in this little swinging bench chair thing that they got going on. They've got a full-size picnic table, 3 deck chairs, a fire pit, as well as a grill if you want to cook something up, which it smells like somebody's doing something right now. And lastly, just to show you the Jeep and the full entirety of the place. Wha-bam. How cool. Obviously, it's nothing crazy, guys, like I said, but it's so cozy that you just want to stay here pretty much all week. And it is in the heart of the Great Smoky Mountains, so you can pretty much get to any hike, trail, fall, mountaintop, or restaurant that you'd want. So I think we're gonna go ahead and go inside and figure out what we're gonna do in terms of dinner, and then from there, I'll check in with you guys.